Chef Atulia. Today I'm gonna show you how to make the best vegan tteokbokki Korean spicy rice cake. So let's get started. First, I'm gonna prepare the tteokbokki sauce in a pot because I'm gonna be cooking the tteokbokki in this pot. So might as well just put all the ingredients in there. I have a cup and a half of water, 2 tablespoons of gochujang. This is Korean fermented chili paste. It's a must ingredient when you're making a spicy red tteokbokki version like this one. And of course, tteokbokki has to be a little bit sweet to balance out the spiciness of the gochujang. This is 4 teaspoons of sugar. Then it's my mom's secret ingredient, tomato paste. If you don't have tomato paste, you can also use ketchup. And the tomato will give it a nice little tiny bit of acidity, also helping to balance out all the flavors and the sweetness. 1 teaspoon of mushroom seasoning. This stuff is like instant mushroom broth powder. You just add it to water and it gives it a nice depth of flavor. 1 tablespoon of tamari or soy sauce. This is just to season up our tteokbokki. 2 teaspoons of toasted sesame oil. I think any Korean food, you just add a little toasted sesame oil and it always tastes better. So it works the same for tteokbokki. And you're just gonna mix this up until everything is thoroughly combined. Don't worry about the recipe because I'll link it in the description box below. I'm also gonna try to link all of the products that I'm using, like the gochujang, mushroom seasoning, and things like that in the description box below as well. Next up, we're gonna do the veg prep. I don't like a bunch of vegetables in my tteokbokki. Don't get me wrong, I love vegetables, but I don't want a bunch of overcooked veggies in my tteokbokki. To me, a good tteokbokki is all about the duck. One vegetable I am gonna use today are mushrooms. I'm gonna use shiitake mushrooms and some oyster mushrooms. You can use one or the other or both. I had both in my fridge, so might as well. The traditional version of this tteokbokki has odeng, which is a Korean fish cake, and I've been trying to find a substitute for that, and I've tried different versions, and I really like mushrooms the best. So I'm just gonna remove the stems off of my shiitake mushrooms, take a pastry brush, and then just brush off any excess dirt that might be on there. I'm gonna do the same thing to my king oyster mushroom. Then you can just slice it up into bite-sized pieces, however you want. I'm also going to saute my mushrooms before adding it into the tteokbokki to develop some color on them and more flavor. Turn up the heat, get a little bit of oil in there. Pan's warm enough. Now add the mushrooms. Doing this one little step makes your mushrooms taste so much better. Okay, once they've gotten a nice bit of color on the mushrooms, you just want to turn off the heat and season it with a little bit of tamari or soy sauce, just a little splash. And the leftover heat from the pan is going to char up the soy sauce, adding more flavor to your mushrooms. You do have to move it around though so that it doesn't burn the soy sauce. And look at that. Don't they look delicious just like that? Put them into the pot where the tteokbokki sauce is. There you go. Done with the pan. Finally, for the star of the show, this is tteokbokki tteok. It's a Korean rice cake. It's in like this tubular shape. Some are fatter, some are skinnier, some are longer, some are shorter. So there's different varieties. They all taste the same, but texturally, I've noticed a difference. This is the tteokbokki tteok that I like right here. It's called the K-Town brand. So if you can find this one at the Korean store, get this one. It is nice and bouncy, chewy, still soft. It can keep really well because tteokbokki, you should be able to keep it on very, very low heat for hours and hours without it getting mushy. At the street food vendors, they have tteokbokki on the steam table all day and their tteokbokki doesn't get mushy. So I find that this brand holds up really well. Versus this one, It's called Our Home brand. I'll try to show you the package. Don't get this one. This one sucks. It got mushy in like less than 5 minutes, and it might be a little trial and error for you until you find the right one, and good luck with that. So I have my tteok here, the one that I like. All I've done is I rinsed them, and then any tteok that was stuck together, I just peeled them apart. Yeah, you don't really have to soak them. I know a lot of recipes call for soaking them. You can. The only reason why you soak them is they're really dry, they're kind of old or something, and you need to rehydrate them a little bit more. All you gotta do is add this to the same pot. And you can actually make tteokbokki in a pan too. The only difference is that in a pan, the sauce is gonna reduce more because it's gonna evaporate more of the liquid. So if you like a thicker sauce tteokbokki, a pan is better. If you like a more soupy tteokbokki, in Korean it's called 국물 tteokbokki, then use a pot. Just gonna turn this back on. Once it starts coming to a boil, you can lower the heat to about a medium heat and just keep it on a simmer. Right now you might be wondering, why is the sauce so watery? But don't worry about it. The tteokbokki tteok, the rice cakes, will release their starches and thicken up the sauce just how you like it. While my tteokbokki is simmering away, I'm gonna prepare my garnishes. Today I'm gonna be using some 깻잎. 깻잎 is a Korean leafy vegetable. It would kind of like would be in the herb category. It's unlike any other herbs that you can find at the American store. It's not like mint, it's not like basil. It's like a whole different category of its own. I know a lot of people, they like to use green onions, and if you love green onions, by all means, go for it. But I don't eat onions for my meditation practice, so I'm using 깻잎 instead, and I'm telling ya, it's so good. So what you're gonna do is just gonna like stack the leaves on top of each other, and I'm gonna cut them into a chiffonade. You're just gonna roll it up tightly like a cigar, I would say, and take your knife and just slice it through, 1/8 of an inch across. And there's your chiffonade 깻잎. And then for another garnish, you can do a little toasted sesame seeds, but I love using furikake. It's seaweed mixed with sesame seeds. So good on top of tteokbokki. So if you have vegan furikake, you can try that. Let's take a look at our tteokbokki. This has been simmering away for about 10 minutes. You see how the sauce got nice and thick, and now they're coating all the tteok. Oh my goodness. Now that is what I call a delicious tteokbokki. I'm gonna transfer the tteokbokki onto a plate, then top it with some furikake and some 깻잎. Serve this up immediately because tteokbokki does not keep well once it's cooled down. Look at that. 오, 맛있겠지. 너무 맛있겠다. With the 깻잎, and the furikake, and the mushrooms, and all that sauce just dripping down the tteokbokki. This sauce is perfection. It's spicy but not too spicy. It's sweet but not too sweet. There's a lot of umami flavors going on in here. Ooh. Just dunk it in the sauce. Get as much of the sauce as you can. Are you kidding me? This is so good. This tteokbokki has all the nostalgia factor of me eating this growing up as a child at the street food vendor, paying my 50 cents and getting my little plate of tteokbokki. It has all that nostalgia and more. It's been kind of like elevated to a whole new level with the mushrooms. If you love super spicy Korean tteokbokki, you can add some gochujang, which is Korean red pepper powder. Add a little bit of that, make it spicier. But for me, this is perfect. So there you guys go, my tteokbokki recipe. I wish I had some 튀김, which is Korean deep fried foods, to dunk all over this leftover sauce. I've already worked on some 튀김 recipes. One of them is gimmari, which are Korean glass noodles wrapped in seaweed, battered and then deep fried. They're super crispy and delicious, and it's the perfect companion to tteokbokki. I have a recipe already perfected, so that's gonna be coming out soon. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. 안녕!